Is the frequency in use? You didn't think so? Didn't hear anything? This is Kilo 4 Papa Echo Whiskey with the Mount Juliet Simplex Radio Net. Is there any emergency or priority traffic? I thought not. Never hear any. I've never heard any. But if you do, for some reason, you have a stroke, a heart attack, still able. If you have a conniption fit, just click on the mic 3 times, and we'll try to figure out who you are. We'd rather know who you are, though. So if you have a problem, just jump in there anytime. The net will be is available anytime for emergencies. For information on this net, see our website. See our YouTube site. That's where we want to go. See our YouTube site on. Just look up my call K4PEW in the YouTube search block. YouTube search block K4PEW. It'll be right there, or seemingly right there. Or you can look on our website just for more information. 146415.net. 146415.net should be easy to remember. And then, of course, you can see us on our groups.io page. Just do a search in the groups.io website, and you'll just do research I think in a second. MJSS, my Mount Juliet Simplex Society. Just look up MJSS, and it'll come right up, and you can sign up for email if that's what you want to get. You see that we give the reminders, and you can also have an opportunity to ask questions about ham radio or married life, funeral arrangements, whatever you feel like. Alrighty, let me move on here. Or you can send me an email at k4pew@arrl.net. My call, which is k4pew@arrl.net. Purpose of the net is to have fun, figure out who you can hear. That's really the idea, because you can't tell who can hear you unless you're watching the YouTube video. And then you can see who's hearing you if you can't. This is for those we can't tell who you're not hearing. You can see on the web. Let's put it that way. Anyway, it's a good way to do it on YouTube. A lot of people have a good time with it. They keep track of who they can hear, who they can't hear, and they try to figure out how to borrow some money to get a better antenna and a tower. As far as arrangements for this evening, we're doing a 2-meter net on 146.415. Then we're going to follow that up with a 10-meter net on 28.415, which tonight, because I have an antenna problem, it will be ably done by Michael KM4YRF. It'll make a difference. It'll be seamless to you. He has a very good signal from where he is, so he can pretty much hear everybody that I can hear, and vice versa. I'll still be on 10 meters, but with a crappier antenna. Let's see, what is today? Today is Wednesday. So tomorrow night, we've got 2 nets, the 146.430 at 7:30. That's a Simplex net in Bowling Green. And also a net following at 8 o'clock, 147 and 105. That's a plus offset at a 156.7. That's a Wilson County Amateur Radio Club's information net. And of course, Saturday we have Saturday, of course, we have the regular 2-meter net, the 6-meter net, and the what do you call it? The 6-meter net. Oh yeah, and the 2-meter sideband, plus a buy-sell swap and swindle net. And we don't want to forget the 10-meter net on Sunday night at 7:30 on 28.415, 28.415 upper sideband. Any questions or additions, subtractions, multiplications? All righty. That sounds like I'm talking to thin air up there, but we'll move on. Tonight is net number, shoot, I forgot to write it down. It's net number 657. That's what it is, 657. And that is, we're starting from the west, south. We're starting from the east tonight. So let's just get rolling. And when we do the nets, we've got a fair number of people to check in. So we need your call, your name, and let's see what else. Call, name, and your birth certificate number. No, call, your name, and your location, please, so everybody knows who you are and if they can or can't hear you. Because that's what we're really trying to do here, is figure out who you can hear and who you can't hear. So anyway, I'll start from the east. Please come down.
Whiskey out 40 Hotel India, James and Mount Juliet.
All right, James, sounding good tonight. Everything well?
Yes, a little bit cold weather outside.
That's winter. What do you want? And it's not as bad as, let's say, Minneapolis. All right. Good to have you in there, James. That's Whiskey Alpha 4 Zulu Hotel India. He is in Mount Juliet with an indoor antenna. A little tougher for some to hear him, but he's got a great signal locally. Who else is east?
KE4TWI.
Are you home tonight, Wes?
I am, and I heard James. So, from Mount Juliet and indoor antenna to the depths of Watertown, he's doing good.
I know you're bumping up against S8 here.
All right, yeah, you're S7, S8. You're sounding good. KE4TWI.
Some more good conditions. Did you? I should look on the VHF map. Have you been down there today?
Yeah, there's a little bit of enhancement in Middle Tennessee, a little light yellow blob.
All right, very good. We do have some enhancements. Wes near Watertown's coming in really good tonight, so I know that it is a pretty good enhancement. Who else is east?
N4JAV, Allen and Lebanon.
Hello, Alan. I don't need any enhancement to talk to you. Everything well?
Pretty good. Can't complain. And just for the record, I could not hear James, even though Wes could.
Well, again, James is in a tough spot where he is in the middle of Mount Juliet, and there may be a problem. I'm sure there's a terrain problem between him and you going east. He does well going south, interestingly enough. Does great all the way down to Watertown. So I don't know what the deal is there.
Oh, that's good then.
Well, I guess it's not good for him, though, because only some people can hear him. And he leaves you out of the picture. That's Alan in Lebanon, November 4, Juliet Alpha Victor. Good to have you in there, Alan. Who else is east? Oh, we can't run out of east already, do we?
KE4DEC, Earl and Noreen.
All right, Earl. Earl, I take it you could maybe copy James down there, do you?
No, I didn't hear him. It's kind of like why I was kind of slow coming in because I didn't know if someone else closer to you was checking in or not. But I heard Alan and Wes and you so far.
Ah, very good. Well, you got a good signal tonight. That was Earl near Noreen. Well, in Noreen, just east of the Cedars of Lebanon Park. Who else is east?
W4EBX, Eddie and Glable.
All right, Eddie and Gladeville. We're going to have to do a Zoom call if we're ever going to see you again. I haven't seen you in, how many, about 8 months?
Probably about a year, I guess.
Since at least March, right? It's almost a year.
Yeah, I'm in hiding.
I think you're just fleeing justice.
Yeah, I think I've already done that.
All right, very good. That's Eddie in Gladeville, Whiskey 4 Echo Bravo X-ray, and that was a good signal, but he's not that far from me. And he's on a tower, so it does real well. Who else is east?
KB4 SFM.
Hey, Tom, everything going well?
It is. Are we having a bad case of winter over here?
Yeah, my pond keeps wanting to freeze overnight.
And they say it's going to get worse. All right, KB4 SFM, $73.
All right, very good. Tom in Martha, Kilo Bravo 4, Sierra Foxtrot November. Who else is east? All right, then up to the north. They're sandbagging up north. Northern stations, please come now.
KB9RTK, Juliet November Yankee, Carlos in Hendersonville.
Hey, hold on, Carlos. Had somebody jump in there right on top of you there. That's Frank in northwest Mount Juliet. Everything well, Frank?
Yeah, everything's doing good. Mayor and everyone's good. Earl was actually 10 over 9, and Wes was right at S9. So it's really good to that direction today.
Yeah. What was your elevation again? I don't know if I ever asked you that.
I'm only at 630.
It's interesting. You get Wes better than I do here in Mount Juliet.
Yeah, and what's weird is, like, when I watch the YouTube video, like, I'm repeating your meter, but you're like 30 to 40 over to me, so it's really weird.
Well, for what it's worth, there is some barriers on Wes's signal pointing at me, but you're almost directly behind me in line with him, I think.
Yeah, I must be just maybe there's got to be something open because if you remember, I was using an indoor 10 meter wire antenna in my bonus room, and we were talking to each other.
I know. You guys got a special conduit between the 2 points.
Right, but interestingly enough, even though you don't pin my meter, it's really weird. I can still hear you without any coax.
I got that special penetrating RF.
Yeah, I don't know. And some days, a couple months ago, you were super strong, but it was really distorted, and I couldn't understand what you were saying when everybody else was coming in clear, almost like you were overloading the front end. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, I guess so. I've had some local noise in here recently, every once in a while, and it actually covers up weak signals.
Yeah, I used to have that problem till I went to the outside, and thank God it cleared up. So it must have been something within the house. But I used to get this really. It was right on 415. Like we go up 5 up, it go away. You go 5 down, it go away. It was right on this frequency. It used to drive me nuts. And between that and not being able to hear everybody, it forced me to put the antenna outside.
Yeah, in my case, though, you look at the display, if you know, like you're looking at the display on the radio now, it was all the way across the spectrum. Like it was a sawtooth signal all the way across.
Wow, that's not good. Yeah, that's not good at all. You don't have a bunch of LED lights or something.
No, it was intermittent, and I don't know where it came from. You got to remember, I'm not too far from the auto dealer, and I think it might have something to do with them.
Yeah, and you got all those stores by over there, and more stuff getting built, and I think they just built an artificial mountain there, that big tall building, whatever that is.
Yeah, well, we'll see. If it gets bad, I'll have to move to a better location.
There you go, ham. Gotta look at a map. I mean, you think about that before this hobby. You didn't think about that at all. You just got lucky, but now you have to all of a sudden go, ooh, I don't want to live in that valley like Statesville or anything like that. But anyway, thanks for doing the net. And yeah, I heard Carlos in there when I unkeyed. I was gonna say to him that I have the same problem that he was having before with the indoor antenna. Everyone can hear me, but I couldn't hear them. So once he moves it outside, he'll be great.
Yeah, that's right. Very good. That was Frank, Kilo Bravo 9, Romeo Kilo in Northwest Juliet. Carlos, Kilo, Oscar 4, Juliet, November Yankee. You get that antenna outside all right, Carlos?
Not yet. I get the rest of the parts tomorrow, so I'm going to take Friday and Saturday to do it. I did post a question in the group, the group IO page, and I think I got Ken to write back on, give me a suggestion. So I appreciate that. And but yeah, right now I'm just waiting for the rest of the parts to come in, and Friday and Saturday. Hopefully I'll have it up Saturday early enough that I'll be able to use it for the net.
Well, at the moment you're 10 over, a little bumping up over 10 over to me, which is I think better than we've had before from your little indoor antenna.
Yep. Especially in the attic. I know. From me to you, when I was using the mobile, and granted I was outside, it was like 30 over, but I am able to pick up more stations, and hopefully it'll be an improvement once I move it out. Which I know it is. I hope it's the improvement that I'm looking for.
Oh yeah, you'll see a dramatic. You don't realize how. I don't know. We kind of think that the roof is transparent, to RF, but it's not.
Yeah, well, there's all those nails and staples and all sorts of craziness. Gladly, I didn't have that metal insulation thing that they put on the inside, or else it would have been like a microwave inside there, I guess.
I guess. I know I had that, and it was. You could probably cook a chicken up there when I was transmitting.
Probably. I believe you.
Well, I think I told everybody at least once. I know it's been at least once. I was doing digital on 10 meters, and I heard the noise adjacent to the, at the center. I didn't know what the noise was. It kept happening. It was like a motor noise, and then I realized I was making my garage door open and close.
Yeah, I remember you mentioning that before, yeah.
It's pretty funny though. Anyway, that's what I get for having an antenna in the attic. Anyway, that was Carlos, Kilo Oscar 4, Juliet, November Yankee. Relatively new ham from November, and he's working to get that antenna outside. Who else is north?
I got a question.
Go ahead, Earl.
Hey, was that when you had your hip pocket when you was making it go up and down? You didn't know it?
I had what in my hip pocket?
Your garage door opener.
Oh no, I was doing 10 meters on digital, and it was enough. And the antenna was the G5 RV was in the attic. I think it was a G5 RV. It was either that or an off-center fed dipole, and it was triggering my garage door.
Oh, okay. Well, welcome to RF interference in the household appliances. K40.
All right, very good. Who was in there? Who else was in there, North?
K40, Alpha 4 Delta Echo, Daniel, Mount Juliet.
Hold on just a second. Daniel, right on top of you, what you didn't hear when you started was Steven up in Bowling Green. Everything going all right, Steven?
Yes, sir. Everything's great up here. Everything's down that way.
Just doing well. A little cool. You must be a little cooler up there.
Yeah, my beers are outside right now.
Well, I don't know. You might want to let your beer freeze.
No, I don't.
Well, very good. Good to have you in there, Steve. As you all know, Steve, you can hear Steve. He's the one who does the Bowling Green Net on tomorrow night at 7:30 on 146.430, and has been building up that net for the last better than a year, maybe close to 2 years. Doing a great job of it, and we appreciate him being there. That's Kilo 4 Whiskey Kilo uniform, and he's been just a little bit north of Bowling Green. Daniel AA4DE, doing all right?
Doing great. Hey, what's that VHF propagation map you're talking about?
I'll send out the link. It's what it is. It's an APRS map, and it gives the locations of where the enhanced, and it gives nice little blobs. If you look at the map of, like if you look at Nashville, and you open, you can see the whole eastern coast of the country. Well, you can see parts of, it depends on how you set it up. Just like a Google map, it's laid out over a Google map, and it shows the blobs of where they believe the best propagation is. And it's pretty true. I mean, the last net we did when propagation was so good here locally was just this big yellow blob, because it's in yellow, over going north-south on all over this Middle Tennessee.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah. Hey, Wes, are you still in there?
Yeah.
Why don't you post that APRS link to the group if you don't mind?
I'll send you the link. I'll let you post it.
All right. All right. Very good. Who else? Appreciate it. Anyway, we'll get it out to you on the group site here within the hour. All righty, Daniel.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
Oh yeah, it's useful in understanding that when you see enhancements, and it's funny because it's just like it's a catch as catch can with what the atmosphere is doing, and then the APRS systems will dictate what they can see, what all these sites collectively are seeing in enhancements, who they can hear, and then so in turn it develops this neat little map on it, and gives you an idea what the propagation is like.
Yeah, I think I actually found it. So thank you very much.
All righty, I'll send it out anyway. There may be some others who aren't familiar with it. Anyway, that was Daniel here in Mount Juliet, Alpha 4 Delta Echo. Who else is north?
WD010, Marking Northwest Wilkes.
All right, we had a double or triple in there, but I only caught one of them, and that was Mark. Everything well?
Everything's well. Doing fine, hanging in there.
Yeah, and it's funny, I was just mentioning it. I haven't seen you in about 10 or 11 months either.
Oh, yeah, it's been a while. I did make the Mount Juliet, in the park, the Charlie Daniels Park, a couple of times, but then I gave up. That was probably when it was still warm.
It would have been probably March or April at the latest, I think. I don't remember the last time we met them. I mean, the first time we met them.
Yep. I saw you at the Hamfest.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Forgot about that. So you do get out once in a while when your wife lets you?
She doesn't have anything to say about it. Don't tell her I said that.
All right. Very good. That's Mark, who's an independent operator, and his wife has no influence over him whatsoever. Whiskey Bravo 0 November Oscar, just like me. Hope she didn't hear me say that. This is in the other room. Who else is north?
Kilo Charlie 9 Echo Tango Sierra Paul North Mount Juliet.
All right, Paul. You were familiar with that APRS map, I take it?
I use APRS here and there, but I don't know about the propagation thing you're talking about.
Ah, okay. Well, good. And you'll get a kick out of it then, because the APRS feeds that map to give everybody an idea of what's going on.
Very cool. Yeah, I'll be looking for that link. And I think I hear the same
every day. I know it's not here, it's not my house, but I don't know. I don't know if it's something construction, welders, something in the area or what. But every now and then there's some wideband interference that I can hear and see on the scope.
Yeah, that's right. It goes across the entire spectrum of whatever I'm looking at.
Yeah, it sometimes goes clear down to HF.
Oh, is that right? Huh. Yeah, I knew it wasn't me. Well, I was pretty sure it wasn't me. Let's put it that way, because it was intermittent, and I wasn't doing anything intermittent here.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like never there long enough to really do anything about it, but one of these days maybe we'll figure it out.
Yeah, well, maybe is the key word there. All righty, probably Russian hackers. That's my answer for everything.
Conspiracy.
It's the Black Hawk helicopter, and the black helicopter is causing that.
I'm blaming the Amazon building.
All right, very good. That's Paul here in Mount Juliet. Kilo Charlie 9 Echo Tango Sierra. Who else is north?
Kilo November 4, India Oscar Bravo, Ryan in Mount Juliet.
That's Brian, right?
Ryan.
Ah, okay, very good. Well, anyway, Ryan. Kilo November 4, India Oscar Bravo. Forgive me if I'm wrong, but have we talked before?
Yeah, I called in last week. It's been a long time though.
Well, a week is a long time to me sometimes. I was just looking at just so you know, on the group of the people we have here, we bring on on average, for the last 6 months, we had 7 people to the list, not necessarily to the net, but we had 7 people to the list every month, and even that's the average. And I think in December we added 11 or 12, and so my brain has a hard time keeping up with all the calls. So forgive me, everybody, if I don't remember a call or I don't make the connection for a while. Anyway, where are you located there, Ryan?
I'm at the end of Sothersville Ferry in Mount Juliet. So I'm right on the lake.
Ah, okay. So what are you doing for an antenna up in there at low altitude?
I got a Diamond 510.
Oh, 510 is excellent antenna. Unfortunately for everybody, it's almost less than half. It is less than half the cost. Now, a little less than half the cost of a X700.
Yeah, that's right. But so far, I've been pretty happy with it.
Oh, yeah. How well do you cop in people on the net? I mean, pretty good?
Yeah, so far, and Carlos has been slamming me, so he must be pretty close. But so far, I picked up everybody so far tonight except for the gentleman up in Bowling Green.
Well, Carlos is directly across the lake from you. He's on that. He's in Hendersonville, just north of that Sanders Ferry Park, if you know that.
Yeah, I do. So yeah, I could probably hit him with a rock.
Yeah, we probably might get him with a well-placed 30-06.
Right on. Well, thanks, Paul.
Very good. That's Ryan here in Mount Juliet, up toward the lake. Kilo November 4, India Oscar Bravo. Who else is north? Man, there was 3 people in there, and I didn't get any of them. Let's try the Hendersonville one first. All right. Wow, that's really low audio. I don't know what happened there. Are you doing something different? Because I can't, or doing anything different, because the audio is like tiny.
Yeah, I'm sorry. My battery's going out on this microphone.
And who is that?
This Tim, KU4XQ.
Ah, okay. KE4XQ. It is KE4XQ, Tim?
Kilo uniform.
Ah, there you go. There you go. Very good. Yeah, your battery's going out. You're the second person. Which battery is it? Is that the desk mic?
Yeah, it's MFJ 297. Junk I've had forever.
Well, it works if you keep the battery in.
Yeah, it takes a couple of double A's. I'm gonna search the jack and see if I can find a couple.
Very good. Yeah, you might have heard me before. I went out and bought a single tube microphone preamplifier for some radios that I have, and that solves the problem altogether with external battery.
Oh yeah. I wish this thing had a I make wire plugged in. I don't know.
All right, very good. That's Tim in Hendersonville. Kilo Uniform 4 X-Ray Quebec. Who else is north? Who is the other? There's 2 more in there, and I don't know who is who there.
Whiskey 3 Juliet Charlie Hotel.
Ah, Whiskey 3 Juliet Charlie Hotel. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing better than I observed, Paul. Appreciate you doing the net, man.
Yes, you're embarrassing me because I keep getting your call wrong, and I want to say it's Josh.
You got the J, but Justin.
Oh, that's I did it again. There's enough. I'm telling you, we got some couple of Justins, and I think we got it. Well, my brain just gets befuddled sometimes on that kind of stuff. And Justin, you are where?
Gallatin.
Oh, that's right. How could I forget that? I forgot everything else. I don't know why I wouldn't forget that. Yeah, very good. It's good to hear you on the air. And it was Justin. Whiskey 3, Juliet, Charlie, Hotel. I somehow remember that Justin. I try to concentrate on that, but my brain isn't always engaged. Justin in Gallatin. Whiskey 3, Juliet, Charlie, Hotel. That ought to do. Did it 3 times. Who else is north? Anybody else north? All right, then over to the west.
Kilo November 4, Tango Juliet Foxtrot, Rick in Ashland City.
Another great audio tonight. You using your beam there, are you?
I am.
Yeah, the audio is great. It's I don't know that your signal is increased dramatically, but your audio has improved dramatically.
Well, I've been taking voice lessons, you see.
Yeah. Well, it helped. It helped.
Well, I'm good because they're kind of pricey, but how you doing, Paul?
I'm doing very well. Better than, like you said, a lot of people say, better than anybody else deserves.
All right, can I take a second to swap antennas and see what the difference is?
Yeah, go ahead.
KS4, TJS.
Yeah, it's worse. Signal strength is lower, though, now that I notice. It is lower, and the audio is a little trashier, I'll call it.
Yeah, this is a 700. This is the beam.
Oh, yeah, tonight it's amazing. Your S7 on that last, I think it bumped over a little over S7 here. Do that again.
Okay, I'll go back to the 700. Hello, and voila.
Well, there you just, for those of you watching the web, that is an excellent display of how the difference between an omnidirectional and a beam. It was doing S2 or 2.5, whatever it was, maybe somewhere between 1 and 3 on the omnidirectional. Very good antenna. It's the X700, which is a 9.3 dB gain. And the beam, he was pumping up around S7. So huge difference when he's pointing in our direction for the same amount of wattage. Very good. That was Rick, Kilo November 4 Tango, Juliet Foxtrot, and he is in Ashland City. Who else is west?
N8NUT, Carl and Franklin.
Hey, Carl, you sound great tonight. You doing anything different?
Yeah, I'm running a little extra power, I think.
Was that like 2 watts or 50 watts?
Yeah, around about that. But I got one correction. I sent you the wrong frequency that I announced the net change on Saturday night. Should be this one here when I make a change on the mode.
Oh, you mean the announcements here on the 146.415 when you change modes?
Yeah, that's right. I'm an idiot.
Well, join the club. It's a big club.
Yeah, it's all good. But you're sounding good tonight. Appreciate it.
Oh, yeah, you were bumping up us against S8 there here.
Okay, good deal. Yeah, I couldn't hear. I can't remember his name on the beam, but when he go to the 700, then I could hear him.
Oh, yeah, because he is going to be pointing directly at me rather than you're much farther south than me. To him, anyway.
Yeah, wasn't hearing anything at all on the beam.
Wow, it shows you how that directionality makes a world of difference, doesn't it?
Yes, sir, absolutely.
Well, it has its problems, though, because if you're trying to work simplex on a beam, you're only hearing, you're only hearing 30% of the 360 degree, you know what I'm saying? It's just very directional. Anyway, that's Carl. He's in Franklin, November 8 NUT, November Uniform Tango, that is. And he does the digital net on 146. 460, 146 460. That's Saturday night, 7:30. I forgot to say that earlier in the night. 146 460, and he does the DMR and D Star and C4 FM Yaesu fusion, starting at 7:30. I expect we're going to have to expand it after a while, but he'll do the announcements after each of the modes, since not everybody has all three modes. But he'll do the announcements on this frequency, 146.415, to announce the changes in what mode he's going to be working. Anyway, if you have any questions, yeah, get a hold of him. It's nn8ut@gmail.com. Who else is, I think it's gmail.com, isn't it, Carl?
Yes, sir. You got it right.
Okay, I'm going to write that down. I got one thing right tonight. All right, Carl, November 8th, November Uniform Tango. Who else is West?
Jack and Donald.
All right, hold on, Jack. I did hear Charles in a Kilo Go 4 Sierra Foxtrot Foxtrot. Which antenna are you on now, Charles?
One I've always been on.
Okay, you haven't changed anything. You just got good conditions tonight, so I was able to hear you. Yeah, very good. Well, it worked, and I think we have good conditions tonight, Charles. It was Charles Kilo Go 4 Sierra Foxtrot Foxtrot, and he's in Joelton/Ashland City area. Who else? Jack, I heard you. Kilo Go 4. No, you're not Kilo Go 4. Kilo. Let me get this straight. India Lima Victor. It is Kilo Golf, isn't it, Jack?
Yeah, Roger. KG4 ILD. How are you doing tonight, Paul?
I don't know. We're doing pretty good, but with memory problems, I don't always remember if I'm doing good or bad.
Well, I'm your age, so I understand.
It's so funny. I'm sure it happens to a lot of people, but it happens to be more now. I'll sit down and I'll go, oh yeah, I want to look something up on the web, and so I pull up the browser and I go to type it in. I go, all right, what the heck was I going to go look for?
I did that today, by the way.
Cracks me up. I have to sit there and think, okay, what was I just doing? What was I thinking? I think we have too many ways to divert our attention, and so in turn, I mean, you can on the web, if you've got time, and you do, and I do, if you got time, you could look at it. If you look at your history on the web, you might hit 100 things in one day, and it's just amazing how without going to the library.
Oh, yeah. Propagation's great tonight. I could hear almost everybody. There's only been a couple of people I couldn't hear. The very first person that checked in, I couldn't hear. He said it was an indoor antenna somewhere in Mount Juliet. But everybody else, just about I could hear, even heard Bowling Green.
Yeah, James is approximately, I believe he's just about due east of you in Mount Juliet. It's on the east side of, well, probably a quarter mile or so, or maybe half a mile east of the Mount Juliet Road.
Yeah, roger that. Well, thank you for doing what you do, Paul. We appreciate it.
All righty, appreciate the kind words. Who else is, that was Jack, by the way, Kilo Golf for India Lima Victor. Who else is West?
KM4YRS, Mike in Belshire, and Rick and I built that thing.
Yeah, that's right. Is it a 2 element?
5.
Oh, that's right. It is 5L. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's cool. It works very well, by the way, because although he was complaining to me on text that he was getting some RF burn, so I don't know what you did wrong. That's Michael. He is in Belshire. He'll be doing a 10-meter net here right after this. It's Kilo Mike 4 Yankee Romeo Foxtrot. Yeah, and he was just reminding me that he and Rick built that 5-element beam that was pointed in our direction, and it works wonderfully. It really does. What did you make that out of? Did you have that aluminum tubing already, did you?
Yeah, I had ordered some aluminum tubing from DX Engineering when I made that little 3-element beam, and so I had that left. And I went to Lowe's and bought a 3/4, 6-foot boom. So it was that was the most expensive part. It was like $30 just for that one beam.
I always thought that, yeah, well, yeah, I guess. I mean, I always thought it'd be cool to build a beam, not a big one. I don't know if I'd want to do a 5-element, but make it out of like 1/2-inch EMT.
Ooh, that'd be heavy.
Well, yeah, just think of the bandwidth, man. I think it'd be awesome.
Sure would. We sell 1-inch aluminum shower rods. I thought about making one out of that.
Huh. Not those curved ones.
No, this is just straight. Most of these are 5 or 6 foot long, and that would probably the bandwidth on that would probably be really good.
Yeah, and you say 1 inch aluminum shower rod?
Yeah.
Huh. Wonder why they do. Why are they making those out of aluminum?
I guess because they're light, cheap.
I guess they're not environmentally friendly. Then.
That is true.
Aluminum costs a lot to manufacture compared to steel.
Well, aluminum is good for antennas because of the weight factor.
Yeah, you and Rick waited quite a while before you got that up.
True.
Anyway, that's Michael. He was talking about the question of using aluminum and what size aluminum, and my idea of putting up an EMT, electrical conduit, or you could even, if you want to get really crazy, you build one out of that top rail for fencing. I don't think anybody's got that kind of. Well, nobody wants to pick that up. Anyway, Kilo Mike 4 Yankee Romeo Foxtrot in Belshire, Michael. Who else is West?
KG4 CXC, Chris and Dolph.
All right, Chris. I still got to get with you about that internet thing I got going on.
Yes, that sounds good.
I don't know when, though. We'll see. All right. Just let me know when you're available. I mean, we spend a little bit of time talking about that. Hey, good. So you copying pretty good from inside your house?
Yeah, I generally can't hear Rick. Couldn't hear him tonight, but I've been hearing him on 6 and 10 consistently, and that's always nice to hear some signals from that way. I think I heard someone in Franklin tonight, which was probably louder than I've ever heard it, but he did say he was running some extra power. But yeah, overall, I mean, I can't complain. I'm in the middle of a conference call for work too, so I've been kind of in and out, but definitely wanted to catch it. But it sounds like propagation's good.
Yeah, it's very good. All right, that's Chris. Kilo Golf 4 Charlie X-Ray Echo. He's in Donaldson. Who else is West?
TAW David and Madison.
Hey, David. You doing all right?
Doing good.
Yeah, sound good. You picking up on the good propagation tonight?
I'm not sure about that. I got the building kind of shielding me and the ridge behind me, but I'm hearing a lot of people, not everybody, but a decent amount.
All right, sounds good. That's David in Madison. November 5 Tango Alpha Whiskey. Who else is West?
Kilo 4 Golf Alan, K4AL in Hermitage.
All right, Alan. Hold on one second. I heard another Kilo 4 station in there.
K4 GSA, Kilo 4 Golf Sierra Alpha, Mike from Clarksville.
Oh, great, Mike. I don't think I've talked to you before, have I?
Yeah, we spoke actually a week and a half ago. I had a different call. It's been changed over now in the last week or so, but yeah.
Ah, okay. You see, I was thinking of that when you said Clarksville, because you're the only station I've ever talked to in Clarksville, and I thought, what are the odds of being 2 Clarksville stations in the last 10 days?
Yeah, no, that's me. It's now K4 GSA. You're coming in, you're hit or miss for me. And besides Rick and Action City, I haven't been able to hear anybody else. So you're pushing something out of your place.
Oh yeah, I get out pretty good, pretty good. You're doing real fine though from Clarksville. You're not working for the General Services Administration, right?
No, it was the GSA. It's a BMW motorcycle. That's it.
Ah, okay, very good. Very good. That's Mike in Clarksville. I don't know who can hear him. I can hear him pretty good. In fact, I hear him darn good here. That's Kilo 4 Golf Sierra Alpha, as you've just heard. I was telling him I talked to him a few days ago, and he was the first person I've ever talked to, Simplex from Clarksville, and I was surprised, and the new call threw me a loop there. Anyway, Kilo 4 Golf Sierra Alpha, Mike in Clarksville, and we're happy to have you in there. You're one of the more distant stations here, out there on the perimeter. Also have Alan, Kilo 4 Alpha Lima. You doing all right?
Doing fine, and hello to everybody on the net. And looks like my neighbor to the east must have got a new toy for Christmas, because since Christmas I've got some wideband noise on 6 meters, so I'm joining y'all's club on people with RFI. Maybe it's just more something to push me to get the tower over to this location. So yeah, I'm finally going to have to get off of it, because that's not making it fun.
No, well, it's funny. Actually we ought to be our call and a slash the letter P, papa. That for all of us who have projects we haven't finished, and it stands for procrastinating.
Mine would have to be a stroke papa to the 10th power.
I know it. Yeah, very good, Alan. Yeah, just hey, what's a 200-foot tower among for money?
Wouldn't that be something? All right, we'll let you go then. Then back to the net. K4AL.
Very good. That's Alan, and his remote base is operated from it functions from Hermitage. It's Kilo 4 Alpha limits, so he's got a good signal from there. So anyway, who else is west? Anybody from west or south?
Kilo 4 Oscar, Foxtrot Oscar, Donnie Hermitage.
All right, Donnie, how you copying people tonight? Good conditions.
I've heard everybody, and the guy in Clarksville is real strong. Of course, I'm just south of you a little bit, but he had a good clear signal down here.
Oh yeah, it's surprising, isn't it?
Yeah, he was very, very good. And Mike's still listening, so you know, I'm about 5 miles south of Paul.
Yeah, Mike in Clarksville, you still there?
Yeah, go ahead.
Did you hear Donnie down there? He's south of me in Hermitage, about maybe 5 or 6 miles south, and he had a good copy on you as well.
Yeah, I copy that. Him and Rick from Ashland City and obviously yourself are the only ones that I've picked up tonight.
Oh wow, yeah. Well, you do get a better feel on this net about how well your station performs, and at least you're stuck because you're out there in the Northwest, but you figure out who you can't hear, and then you go, wow, I need to do something if I want to hear more. Anyway, Donnie, good to have you in there. Everything going well?
Good. Turn back over to Dad. I don't hear anything any further.
Very good. That's Kilo 4 Oscar, Foxtrot Oscar, Donnie in Hermitage, south of me. Who else is south?
K4 for November Yankee Bill.
All right, Bill, hold on 1 second. It was a slight double, but I had on top of you there was, who did I have? Robin, Kilo 4 India Delta Charlie. Everything well?
Oh, good. Good evening. How are you?
I'm doing great. Haven't seen you in a while. I just want to know how things are going.
It has been a while. I've been having some of that. I had a nice vacation trip to Texas and back. So glad to be home and get back into the group.
Shopping for that dream home in Texas?
Yeah, I didn't find it this trip.
Yeah, very good. That's Robin, and he's also down near Donnie, south of me, about 5 miles and just on the east side of Percy Priest Lake, and that's Kilo 4 India Delta Charlie. We have Bill in Murfreesboro. How you doing, Bill?
Doing all right. I want to be just a little bit different. Give you my grid square, which is Echo Mike 65 Sierra uniform, and everything is just great here.
Yeah, of course I hear you on the Rutherford net Tuesday night, I think, didn't I?
Monday night's the one out of, well, shall we go on a sim?
Yeah, no, it's a nice net. I'm glad it's got some activity there in Rutherford and the surrounding area. You copy everybody on that net?
Pretty close.
Yeah, very good. I just wondered. Yeah, you do real well up here as well. Anyway, that's Bill in Murfreesboro. Kilo Golf 4 November Yankee. Who's up next south?
KF4, KF2.
All right, Tony. Tell me you're copying people pretty good under Hans conditions here.
I'm doing all right. Of course, I'm deaf to the west, so there you go.
Yeah, it's you just need that 100-foot tower. That'll do it for you.
Hey, have everybody show up over here in Rutherford County with a bulldozer, and we'll just level out some hills, and we'll be doing okay.
We could put up we put up multiple GoFundMe sites in, plead that we're really all interested in just emergency operations. And we're not interested in fun whatsoever. It's also always emergencies to help out our neighbors, and we need money.
Or we could just launch a blimp and tether it in my backyard.
Oh, good luck with that. It's a sure way to attract lightning. A blimp. Kilo Foxtrot 4, Kilo Foxtrot, Quebec. That's Tony, and he is in Smyrna. Good signal, although he says he's deaf to the west. Who else is south?
KPY?
So you're doing better with your COVID 19.5?
Yeah, I certainly am. Thank you.
Well, I'm glad. I mean, did it really, really hit you real hard this time? I mean, not this time, but did it hit you hard?
Yes, I was a little bit surprised by it. I started out very mild, and then you know, it's been a little bit of a struggle here. Yesterday started my second week of having symptoms, but I believe I've turned the corner.
Well, it sounds like a typical, at least in your case, it sounded like a typical flu that takes a week to 10 days to get over, you know?
Yes, yeah, it was. I've only had flu once before. Of course, in December of 2019, I had pneumonia and other things, although I'm not sure I didn't have COVID then either. But this has been quite the experience.
Oh, I'm sure it is. Well, even, you know, even a normal flu can really knock some people for a loop. I know it did me and my wife one time.
Yeah, you hadn't heard anything about regular flu this year, though.
Now, it's funny, I got a note from the VA and it said, you can get your flu shot. And I thought, what? It did. I threw me for it because I never even think about the flu anymore.
Yes, sir. I think a lot of people are that way now, but I'm looking at probably going to lay out for just a while longer and maybe try to go back to work next week.
Well, I'm sure your son will be happy about that.
I hope so.
All righty. Well, Joe, man, he may be going, hey, I don't need that guy.
Well, that's probably true too, but at least he can divvy up the work a little bit. But thanks, Paul. Good hearing everybody, and I will talk to you later in APPY.
Very good. Good to hear you on here. That's Rusty in Murfreesboro. November 8th, Papa Yankee. Who else, South?
AR4AZ. Rusty, glad you're feeling better, buddy.
All righty. We got Tim. So we got another one in Murfreesboro. Kilo Romeo 4 Alpha Zulu. Everything well?
Yes, sir. Doing good. How about you?
Oh, I don't know they could be much better. I feel great.
Well, if I was doing any better, they call me Paul.
I don't know about that. I don't think you can carry around 275 pounds, Tim.
All right, man. I'll let you get back at it.
All right. Very good. That was Tim in Murfreesboro. Kilo Romeo 4 Alpha Zulu. Who else is next, Sal?
AR4AZ.
I'm sorry, I doubled with you there, Tim, but I got it. Tim, yes, Tim, Kilo Romeo 4 Alpha Zulu in Murfreesboro. Who else is Sal?
WG0G7R, Mark, Nashville. I'm in Rockville.
All right. We got K. We got two in there. I had Mark, and we also had Tom in Rockville. Mark's in East Nashville. Kilo 4. I'm trying to get your call here. TM, isn't it? For Tom.
Yep, for my name, Tom Mitchell, and good to be with you, Paul. Everybody's sounding good, and it was 8:45, and I looked at the clock, and I thought, I wonder if Paul's net's still going, and sure enough, timed it just right, I think. Anyway, good evening to you and to the rest of the bunch, and everything is going just fine out this way. Back to you, Paul. K4PEW, KM410.
Yeah, very good. That's Tom in Rockville, Kilo, Mike 4 Tango Mike, and we had Mark in East Nashville.
You're right.
How you doing, Mark? Whiskey 0 Golf Zulu Romeo.
Yeah, it's kind of a down day for me today. My mom died 3 years ago, and I've been thinking a lot about her today.
Oh, yeah, that's a good thing, though. It's a good thing. Memories are good.
Yeah, I talked to my siblings.
Yeah, it's one of those things when you think about loved ones that are passed on. It's kind of warms your heart, and it's also that bittersweet thing going on. You know?
Well, makes me happy I knew her, you know?
Oh yeah, no. In my case, my mom died. Let's see, it'll be three. I think about this 2019, 21. It's only 2 years ago. This coming May, but I think about her every day, and I think about how fortunate I was to have a mom like that.
Yep. Know the feeling.
Anyway, well, I'm sorry to on your anniversary. I'm not sorry. I'm just glad that you're happy that you had a nice mother. And that was Mark, Whiskey Zero Golf Zulu Romeo, and he's in East Nashville. Who else is South?
Kilo Echo 4 Sierra Yankee Victor.
All right. How we going? How we doing, Larry?
I'm doing good. Do you know a KO4JNY?
Yeah, that's Carlos in Henderson.
Okay, because when he's on APRS, he's putting out talk on this frequency.
He may not know that.
Oh, surely he does. But I tried to hit him the other day and couldn't get back to him.
Hey, Carlos, you still there?
Yes, sir.
Are you putting out an APRS signal on your radio?
I do have it set to advancement like every 20 minutes, I think.
Yeah, but it's going to do it on the frequency you're on.
Oh, I did not know that. I had it set so that it transmits on the national frequency. Oh, my apologies. That's a newbie mistake. I really do apologize. I'll turn it off.
No. Well, you learned something new. I mean, it's I got you. Yeah, I'm unfamiliar with the radio, but it's going to. I don't know how those. I know how it works, but I don't know how you set up your radio. I have no idea if your radio can transmit on a different. If it's a dual bander, I guess it could transmit on the other band. I guess.
Yeah, I have to go look and see. I thought I had it set up in a manner that it wouldn't transmit on the frequency. It'll transmit on the PTT end, and it'll send a signal out of the specified frequency that I programmed. But I'll have to look. Maybe I have something messed up.
All right, very good. You got a good heads up there, Larry. I'm glad you noticed that. Yes, it was Carlos who heard him, I think.
Oh, no, Paul. I think he's transmitting on the correct frequency. When he transmits, he's putting out a beacon where he can talk on this frequency. But I can't get him on this frequency. I mean, they transmit stuff and nobody's ever there.
So it's not on this frequency?
No, he's putting APRS out on the correct frequency.
Okay, Carlos, you are out on the correct frequency. So what was your question then, Larry? Maybe I misunderstood.
He's got on there, he's monitoring this frequency, but he's not.
You mean he's monitoring this frequency on APRS?
Yeah, if you read his APRS signal, he says he'll talk on this frequency, but if you try to get him, you can't. So I don't know if he's got something messed up or he's got he just took his radio on a different frequency. I don't know.
I don't know. Did you catch all that, Carlos?
No, unfortunately, I can't hear him. I'm trying to pick it up on YouTube, but it's a little bit delayed.
Okay, well, to put it in a nutshell so we don't drag this out, your report says you do monitor this frequency. I misunderstood what he said. You're transmitting on the correct frequency for APRS, but he says when he tried to call you on this frequency, 415, you weren't there. So apparently you weren't there to monitor the frequency during that APRS when he was trying to get hold of you.
Copy that. Oh, okay, yeah. I do have it on a text there saying, that I'm monitoring this frequency. I might have been away from the radio at the time.
I got it. Very good. We'll get that settled. Larry, you happy now?
Yep.
Very good. That's Larry in Rockville. Keeping an eye on the APRS frequencies. Kilo Echo 4 Sierra Yankee Victor. Who else is south?
November Whiskey Victor 4 Delta Ken Smyrna.
All right, Ken. Hold on one second. It was a November 4 what?
November 4 Lima Charlie.
What are you doing, Logan?
We're doing pretty well over here.
Very good. Still not up with a bigger tower, huh?
Not yet. Too cold.
Yeah, I guess. It is a little cold to be working outside. I was out there earlier today. But no, you've got a good signal otherwise. I can't wait till you get something bigger up and you'll have a big signal out there. You're still in Lebanon, huh?
Yep, been in Lebanon.
Very good. That's Logan, November 4, Lima Charlie. And we heard Ken in Smyrna, Whiskey Victor 4 Delta.
Yes, sir. Hope you guys are having a good day. And thank you, Paul, for doing that.
Oh, you're gonna have to thank me 650 something times. How's that?
I can do that 659 times.
Anyway, no, well, there's been some other, on occasions, other people have filled in for me when I'm out of town or comatose or sick or whatever. All right, very good. Everything going well, Ken?
Yes, sir. Things are great. Good to hear it. I have heard everybody on the net tonight, and I don't know how that is, but it works good.
Well, again, we have some enhanced conditions tonight. You know, if you look on that APRS map, you'll see it.
Yep, I saw that, and people I never heard from before, I could hear them tonight.
Very good. Glad to hear it. That's Ken, Whiskey Victor 4 Delta in Smyrna as well as let's see, as well as Tony, who's the other one in Smyrna. I think that's the only one. Anyway, who else is south? Any place, anywhere? Please come down. Any place, anywhere, or you fall into the ugly category. I hear somebody doing a tap dance on the air. Who's that? Must be one of them evil sandbaggers. All right, we're looking for the sandbaggers, lurkers, and lollygaggers. All righty, and that fall into the next category. It'll be a sad story to tell your family later that you fell into the flat earthers and the preppers and the end time survivalists. That is, unless you're a SDR dongle. Well, very good. Last chance. Very good. We're going to move over. Mike's going to pick up on 10 meters. We had 36 people on the net tonight, which is now, looks like our new normals in the mid 30s. You can remember when it was in the mid 2-digit numbers. No, not 2-digit. It was 0 through 9, the 1-digit numbers. So anyway, we're moving over to 28.415, 28.415 on the upper sideband. And unless any objections now, forever hold your peace and listen until the next, until the next net. Very good. Appreciate all the check-ins on 2 meters, and Mike's going to pick it up from here in momentarily. K4 PEW.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the 10-meter net. We're going to start taking check-ins from the east, so please call out.
K4 PEW.
You sound good to me, Paul.
Yeah, that's on my crappy antenna. It doesn't get out everywhere.
Yeah, you're about S7 to me.
Yeah, very good. You sound fine. K4 PEW, Paul, I'm on Juliet.
All right, who's next for east on 28.415? Got a good copy on you, Earl. Thank you for your check-in. Who's next for east for 10 meters?
Kilo Charlie 9 Echo Tango Sierra Holly Paul North Mount Juliet. I suppose I'm east of you anyway.
Well, thank you, Paul, for your check-in. Got a good signal. Who's next, Steve? Okay, I got copy the Kilo Echo 4 Tango and I missed the last 2. Oh, is that Wes? That's who it is. Okay, good deal, Wes. I got you. Still looking for check-ins from the east. Please call now. Anyone else east? Okay, over to the north. Please call now.
Kilo, Bravo 9, Romeo, Kilo, Frank and Mount Juliet.
Frank, I tell you what, your signal just kills me because it's good no matter where you are.
Thank you. You sound good too.
Who else is north? Please call them.
Whiskey Bravo 0, November Oscar Oscar.
And Mark, your signal is always just superb to me. So thank you for your checking.
Thank you, Mike. Now I got to turn it down before Frank says something that blows me out.
I hear that. Still looking for check-ins from the north. Please call them. No one else north? Okay, then over to the west. Please call that control now. Rick, I'm telling you, man, you got a great signal line. You're just zooming in here. Yeah, I got you. Okay, thank you for your check-in. Who else is west? Please call now.
November 8, November Uniform Tango.
Carl, got a great signal. How are you?
Doing well.
All right, I'm anticipating the Saturday night nap, just so you know. All right, we're still on west, so please call net control now. Chris, got a great signal. How are you? Well, thank you so much. And the check's in the mail. Who else is west? Please call them.
Kilo Golf 4, India Lima Victor, Jack and Donaldson. Thank you, Michael. Appreciate you doing the net. You did a great job the other night.
Well, thank you. Appreciate that. Okay, we're still on west, so please call them. Anybody else west? Okay, over to the south.
Kilo 4, Oscar, Foxtrot Oscar, Donnie Carpenter.
Donnie, got a good signal to me tonight. Really, really good.
Thank you. I was going to tell Paul on the other net, then we'll take the time. But it sounds like me and him and several others on the net that are living in the hereafter. And what the definition of that is, every time we walk into a room, we have to stop and think, what did I come in here after? That's further turn back to net.
Okay, that's funny because I do the same thing. Who else is south? Please call me.
W0GZR, Mark, Nashville.
Mark, I'm going to tell you what, everybody is having a good signal night. Conditions must be really, really good.
Well, yeah, you're just, you got a great signal here to me.
Well, thank you very much. And thank you for your check-in. Who else is south? Anybody else south? All right, anybody anywhere, please call that control button. Okay, here's nothing. I guess we're done. I'm going to start from the bottom, go up to the top. We had Mark, W0GZR. We had Donnie, K4OFO. Jack, KG4ILV. Chris, KG4CXE. We had Carl, N8NUT. We had Rick, KM4TJS. We had Mark, WB0NOO. We had Frank, KB9RKK. We had Wes, KE4TWI. We had Paul, KT9ETS. We had Earl, KE4DEC. We had the other Paul, K4TEW, and me, KM4YRS. Thanks, everybody, for your participation on 673. Good night. Next book.
Hey, he's the other Paul. I'm the regular Paul.
Who's the constipated Paul?
Constipated or consternated?
Okay, one's regular and one's constipated. That's the way they say it in the TDS.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Depends on the time of the week. Okay. W0GZR.
Oh, we had 13, but not count.
Oh yeah, no, good. It was a good net. I heard everybody real well tonight too. No, the only one I had real trouble with, Chris was a little weak to me, as was Rick was weak to me, but I could tell it was them.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna tell you what. Everybody was booming in here tonight, and it just seems like God just a really, really